Hey, lovebugs. Let's go ahead and do a bit of Lunchtime Tarot. This is definitely something that I will be doing more often on my YouTube channel. I still will very much be doing tarot reviews. That will never change. But I want to incorporate tarot readings in my channel as well, because I do love doing tarot readings. I do love just pulling cards and talking about what needs to be talked about. And yeah, so I figured I'll start doing videos like these to kind of branch out there a little bit more and, you know, share these readings with you guys. I do this a lot on my TikTok page. I just don't know why it took me so long to start posting these on my YouTube channel. I know why. I've been procrastinating. Let's not beat around the bush. So let's go ahead and see, what do we need to talk about today? What is on the table? Since we're doing Lunchtime Tarot, we're friends, right? We're sitting across from each other. What do we need to talk about, right? What do we need to talk about? And that is, oh, the Star. This is my card, y'all. I love the Star. It is just so, it's a card that is so full of hope. Like, you have been through some difficulties, right? In a nice way. You have been through the ringer, my friend. It's now time to be hopeful. Okay? It's like wishing on that shooting star. It's seeing that falling star, shooting star, and making that wish, that knowing that something good is coming to you. This card is that of, don't lose hope. You know, look off into the distance and just see that there is light at the end of the tunnel. You know, you're not meant to sit and dwell within these different phases of your life that you have lived, to stay there forever, right? To sit in that forever. They were meant to unlock a certain part of yourself to prepare you for what's to come. You know, these were just little bumps in the road, on a road that you're meant to drive on, right? A road that you're meant to travel on, right? Your path, basically, right? Everything you encounter, everyone you converse with, you have a relationship with, whether it is a long-term relationship or a short-term relationship, they were there for a reason. They were there to unlock a certain memory or create a certain memory needed for you to utilize on your trip down your path. Does that make sense? The Star is about looking at how far you've come, and to look at those moments where you just felt like, this is it. This is it. You know, this is the end. This is it. But it wasn't, because you were able to get past that point. You were able to move forward. That's the star. The star is allowing you to sit and see all of that and realize all of that. Every star that you see within this card is an experience that you have gone through. And look at how it has shaped where you are now. You know, the bad things, the good things, each of these things create the canvas that is your life. And this canvas, at this point for you, it's for you to see how beautiful this canvas has turned out, regardless if it was good or bad. I think of Bob Ross and the happy mistakes, right? Those rough patches, those bumps in the road were happy mistakes to your canvas, right? So that's the theme of what we're talking about is to take this time, take this moment. If you feel like you are really struggling and you don't know what to do and you don't know where to go from here, take a step back and look at what has been created based off of the experiences that you've gone through. Are you a stronger person for this? You damn well are a wiser person for everything that you've gone through. You are wiser for it. Every single thing that that you've encountered on this path is experience added to your life, to how you see things, how you perceive things, right? So if you feel like you are in a moment at a point in your life where you're just not sure what to do, where to go, look at what you've done thus far. Take that in. See what things have really shined for you. What experiences lit you up, made you happy? You know, are those things something that you would like to continue to experience or even expand on? You know, make stronger, make brighter, if we are sticking with the star theme. Those are the things that you want to ask yourself if you feel like you're at a point where you're just not sure what to do. You know, because you've gotten through some stuff, right? Now it's trying to figure out where to go from here, right? If we were to look at the next card, which is the moon, it's finding clarity, seeing through the fog, seeing through the unknown that will get you to the sun, that will get you to that optimism and positivity, right? But we need to understand where we have come from in order to be able to see through to the path that lies ahead, right? So, I feel like we've already touched on what challenges we're running into, but I feel like what is the biggest challenge that's standing out the most for you at this point? There may be a lot of things that might be coming up for you and you're just not sure which one really feels like it's pulling you down from moving up, from moving forward. And what is that? The 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is travel. The 8 of Wands is moving forward. So we basically just talked about that. It's how do we move forward? How do we get to where we want to go? Where do we want to be? How do I get over there? Right? That's the struggle that we're having right now. And again, it takes me back to look at what you have been able to accomplish thus far. Look at what you have had to go through, what you've experienced in order to get to this point in your life. And really look at those moments. If you need to write it down, grab a piece of paper, write those milestones, write the things that really stood out for you, whether it's good or bad, write those out. Do 2 columns and write out the experiences that were really fantastic and magical for you to experience, and the things that really brought you down. Because I think just being able to look at these things and visually see them, you're able to look at those things that lit you up, those things that made you happy, that pushed you forward, propelled you forward, right? That gives you something to expand on so that you can look past those struggles. And if anything, because it's coming to the top of my mind as I'm talking about the struggles, when you're making your struggles list, write down, do an extra column that says what good came from that. What did you learn from that? What did you learn not to do after that experience? And then that way you're able to turn a negative into a positive. And heck, if you're able to connect those things that you were able to gain from those struggles to the things that lit you up, even better. This gives you an idea of how to move forward, right? So, with that being said, what is some advice that we could use at this moment? And that is the 3 of Wands. Once you are able, 3 of Wands is the doing part, right? It's doing the things. The 2 of Wands is the planning, right? The 2 of Wands is the deciding. The 3 of Wands is after you've done all of that work, hence the list that I was just talking about. Once you're done making that list, then you're able to do the things necessary to put a plan into action to get you out of this point that almost feels stagnant or even tiring. Like, how do you get past this point? How do you move forward? How do you find the light at the end of the tunnel? You find it by being able to take a moment to yourself and realize how far you have come. And you may find it very hard to be able to tell yourself, oh, well, look, you did this great thing. Well, yeah, yeah. And then you did this. Yeah, you're right. That's true. And then you did this. Dude, that is so true, kind of thing. You know what I mean? By you listing out all these things, you're not just listing out one thing, you're listing out multiple things that helped uplift you and propel you forward. And this will help you, this star moment will help you to recognize these things. Take time to recognize these things, appreciate these things, and grow from these things, these experiences, so that you can move forward with determination, because you've got to find that clarity on how you want to move forward so that you can get through that moon card, see through that fog and find that energy, that positivity, that optimism that you need to change the trajectory of your life. I hope this helped, honey. We'll talk soon.